Discuss what Mathew Arnold suggests to the modern poets regarding how to excel in the art of poetry. Marks 10-12. Answer. Mathew Arnold, 1822–1888, who has established himself as a great Victorian critic through his Preface to Poems, 1853, discusses various aspects of poetry with shrewd judgment. Arnold gives three important keys to those who wish to excel in the art of poetry. 1. Highest attention should be paid to their selection of the subject. 2. The poet must use all his efforts to construct the plot. 3. Expression must be bold. The combination of these three would make the poem a noble construct. And for this, he must look for inspiration towards his ancient masters who have given us the fairest of examples for imitation. Arnold explains how these masters can be the most excellent models to shape writers who have begun their career. If a great action forms the whole plot and is appropriately handled, it is sure to generate a glorious effect which will be single and joyful. Gradually, a writer who begins to take literature as his profession will rise as a result of his study of these antique masters of literary art. The perusal of each work will hone his skills and shape him in the best possible way. He will come to realize their greatness by knowing the intensity of action, sublime ideas, grand style, gentleness, utter simplicity and controlled passion in their works. A combination of all of these, along with the depth and unity of moral impression which was the primary aim of these masters, create the high or noble effect which is the secret behind the grandeur of their works. If English writers study them deeply and learn their art with cleverness, they might be able to construct a work of art of value and significance beyond age and place. Arnold himself practices such norms and one day wishes to deliver the same effect like the great masters of the past. He wishes to save himself from the ill advice of modern critics and do his level best to stay away from the perils of writing about contemporary circumstances. Arnold does not prefer producing effects that capture the spirit of the age to allure readers because he is sure of its lightness of thought and transitoriness. Arnold feels it his duty to work for his society. For this, he is inclined to follow the great antique masters so that by reading and inculcating their art, he may be able to produce, not only in literature but in general life as well, a steady and composed effect through his behavior. The great writers of the past had elevated people with high and impressive experience. Compared to others, they had greater practice in search of facts and truth. They simply wanted to bring the greatest effects, and kept checking their merit to see whether they were getting the desired effect or not. They aimed at eliciting the best in society as well as in themselves. Thus, these high-minded poets were capable enough to discipline the thoughts of impressionable ordinary people. Similarly, it is the duty of a modern man to do the same because every society has a sensible demand on its part. Thus, Arnold, himself a great poet of the Victorian age, offers his views as to how a modern writer may excel in the art of poetry. In a nutshell, a modern poet can excel in his career only if he follows the great antique masters. Finished. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe, like and comment.